The first cinema in Thailand was opened in an area called Nang Lung Market in Bangkok in 1918 and finally closed its doors in 1993. It was used as a warehouse and a storage area for decades. There are plans of doing it up and opening it again. It might have already happened, I don't know. In the 1950s and 60s, movie theatres across Thailand were important architectural statements and centres of social and cultural life. At a time when few houses had electricity and almost none had aircon, the local movie theatre was where people came together, irrespective of class or occupation. In today's era of fancy shopping malls and their multi-screen cinemas and movies streamed to whatever device you currently own, the popularity of the standalone cinema has become a thing of legend. Few remember the familiar scenes of queues of people racing frantically to make the start of a film, thrusting cash through a small ticket window, grabbing some popcorn on the run, stumbling through the torchlit darkness to find their seats. Now, between the 1960s and 1980s, Thailand was given millions of US dollars to fight communism. One of the many results of this was a plethora of Hollywood-style inspired movie theatres, most of which have been demolished now, including the delightful Scala Cinema in Siam Square, which was opened to much publicity in 1969 with a screening of a John Wayne movie. Anyway, most of these standalone cinemas or standalone theatres throughout Thailand have been demolished or are going to be demolished very soon. Yet this one remains. Let's go and explore this magnificent edifice. A place where dreams were made. People used to sit there and dream about being a cowboy, an astronaut, maybe even a monster. Information on this place is pretty thin on the ground, to say the least. If you do a Google search in English or in Thai, you will find nothing. I also spoke to some older Minburi residents, some of them in their 70s and 80s, and this is what I have gleaned. It was allegedly called, and there's only one reference to this anywhere, it was called the Minburirama, and it was a very popular spot. Pre-department stores and aircon supermarkets.
Well, we'll have a look in there in a minute. There's an upstairs, Steve.
Kids would ride their bikes here, lovers would meet on dates, families would go on a weekly basis enjoying ice cream and popcorn, and then, all of a sudden, it closed. I don't even know when it opened. There's absolutely no information as to when this place opened, but in the late 80s it turned for a while into a theme pub and then into a disco with a vinyl DJ, and then finally it was known as the Tiger Woods Music Cafe. I should say Tiger Woods was the best teenage golfer in the world at the time.
Wow.
And his mother is Thai, so people very much jumped on the bandwagon there. But when it was the Tiger Woods Music Cafe in the early 90s, it was very much a popular local place, and there's still a very famous beef noodle place next door, a favourite of many generations of Minburians. The Tiger Woods Music Cafe was very much the place to go for local teenagers, and this whole soy used to be absolutely packed. Anyway, it finally closed for good in the mid-90s.
And there are indeed dogs in here, look. But they don't seem too bothered by us, do they? I reckon this floor's alright, mate, it's concrete. Well, there's dog shit everywhere, so we just got to be careful with stray dogs. That's the only real thing to avoid, I think. Yeah, the dogs come. No, there's dog shit everywhere, look.
Comedy movies, ghost movies, thrillers, Moorland movies, ladyboy movies. This place has seen it all. More than a few shenanigans in the back rows, I bet.
Where the projectors and everything were. Well, One of them dogs is having a little look, but that's all right.
Beep, beep.
I got a stick here, mate. I'll batter all three of you. Have you seen me dogs? Yes, mate, they're all in here. That's the back way up to the balcony where we've just been, but you know what? This place is full of dogs. Do we want to go up there? Yeah. Have a look now. No. That's just taken us up to the bit we've just been to. So there must be some other steps up somewhere. It's probably up through that back way we've just been. Ticket office over here, look.
I spoke to one local resident who said that he remembers as a first grader at school you could watch 2 movies for 15 baht. I'm gonna guess that was in the 80s.
It's quite mad, isn't it? Okay, so here's the back stairs, mate. Alright. Dolby. Let's have a look up here now. I don't think the dogs would come up here, do you, Steve?
No, I don't think so. This is a stage.
Yeah, there's a basement there. That's maybe for later. Very hot and sweaty in here. This is one of Bangkok's many abandoned cinemas. Whoa. Sure there's been some people sleeping up as well. Anyone comes running out with a knife or a needle, Steve, we'll just hit him with this camera, mate, yeah? I'm not. Right, so heaven knows what's in there. Ah, there is dog shit up here, mate. Yeah, the dogs do come up here. There's dog shit all over. Hopefully they don't come up now, or there's not one hiding in that bathroom. In for a penny, in for a pound. I'm not quite as brave because I've just broccolied up in the park, actually. Right. Shiva. Let's hope there's no dogs. There's Minburirama Market just through there. Okay. Right, this is where the city room would have been where they filmed it.
I I wonder how many people have been finger blasted in the back row. Doesn't bear thinking about, really.
So the projector would have been right there, look. And those dogs bark once, but I think they're much more happy sleeping, aren't they, mate?
And for those of you that think you can only get delicious food downtown or in the old town of Bangkok, that place there with the blue roof serves local food and bowls of noodles that are as good as anywhere in the country.
And like any abandoned building, be careful. I mean, if there's no blocks or nothing to stop you going in, then I'd say it was pretty much all right. But really got to watch out for the dogs. You got to watch out for, I don't know what else. I don't know if snakes would come in a place like this or not, but there's dog shit everywhere, so you just got to watch out for the dogs, that's all. Rats as well, yeah. Rats as big as cats. Hello! Oh. I'm always careful with places like this because on more than one occasion in Thailand I've gone into a bathroom like that, once at the lake, once at somewhere else, and there's been a big snake. Another time I was actually in an Indian restaurant, local Indian restaurant. I went out the back to the toilet and there was a dog who'd just given birth in there, and she was very protective. So you've got to be a bit careful. Oh my crack house. Oh, that's got a stink in it. Someone slept in there before, mate. It's got sleeping stuff. You do not want to sleep in here, do you?
Send them to Steve Ross.
Yes, Steve Ross with an E. I think might appreciate those very much. Well, it's rather hot, but as to how long this place will be here before it falls down, we don't know. Shall we have a look in the basement? Dogs. In the basement.
Dogs?
I don't like dogs. On the caravan there, periwinkle blue, so it was. Oh my goodness me, that's where all the rats reside. Yeah, I don't really think I want to go into the foundations of the building, mate, really, but we'll have a quick look. Anything growly. And that's back up to the stage where we've just been, look. Wow. We're in the guts of the building. You are right, Steve. This place would make a very good concert place, wouldn't it, mate? Yeah. Very good indeed. You could have clear it up a bit, you could have a DJ down there or a band or something. Not bad. I'd say we were really lucky that that place has only got 3 dogs inside. Winning
Standalone movie theatre is very much a leftover from simpler times of a bygone age. We, as people, must remember the past as we strive for a better future.
There we go, Minburi Old Cinema. It's on the road that links Sawintawong stroke Ramintra. There's a snooker club right there. Fashion Island's about 10 kilometres that way, and this Soi 6 links down to that road down there, which is Minbury Market. There we go, Minbury Old Cinema.